Oh.
Well, tell me, how was it different? Was it, you know, we hear all of these things about German food, and it's very heavy, and you found it to be wonderful.
Yes, I did.
Their breakfast, they offer somewhat heavier breakfast than we get here, and more cold meats, and I forget the term, but the schmeck, I think it is. And but we never had a bad meal the whole time we were there.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
I might even put on some weight if I go back again.
It'd be worth it, it sounds like. Well, you ate both in restaurants and with your host families, correct?
Certainly.
Okay. So your host families prepared meals for you, and did you have the opportunity to learn to cook some German foods as well?
We just ate it.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand, normally you're out on a tour or an excursion, and then you come back later in the evening. And so therefore, they have it all prepared for you. They know when you're coming in.
That's so
So
nice.
it may be at 7 o'clock or 7:30 or whatever time it is that Roland brings us back. So they always have something prepared for us. And it's very nice.
Sounds
It is not
wonderful.
difficult to eat.
Okay. There wasn't much of an adjustment.
No.
What about the currency? How did that work with you as far as purchasing things and
Just take a credit card and everything's...
That's
the easiest way to do it, huh?
Yeah. And the exchange rate and everything else is included in your bill. So.
But now it's euro money, so that's a difference, which makes it nice when you go to Austria. Then you have the same exchange.
Right. That would help a lot.
Whenever we go over, we take about $100 in German marks, and then, as Ed said, just the rest of it's on your credit card.
And you don't have to worry
and you
about
get the bill a month later.
Till later.
Right.
But worth it.
Absolutely.
Sounds wonderful.
Absolutely.
I can tell. How
Everybody should have the opportunity for foreign travel. We're fortunate that 2 of our 3 children live over there.
Oh, that is very fortunate, and that's right. So you have the opportunity to visit a little more often.
We went over for many years.
That's fantastic.
It's wonderful.
I'd like to add one thing.
Sure.
On my very first trip, I was seated with Nancy and Teague Cliff. Teague used to be a teacher here, a guidance counselor here at the high school. And we were in this wonderful plaza, and it was a sunny day and so forth, and having a good cheer and so forth. And I looked up, and there was a sign that said Lotto. And I looked at it, and I said to Nancy and Teague, you know, we have won the lottery by coming on this trip. And it is a wonderful opportunity.
Well, again, it sounds like it was life-changing, something you'll never forget. I can tell from all 3 of you, you just really light up when you talk about it, and I'm excited about it. I think it sounds wonderful. Anyone watching that has any questions, I'm sure you've probably hit on a lot of the things that people maybe had reservations about or maybe were wondering about, and I think that's great. It's been very helpful. Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers?
I think it's about building relationships, again, and that's probably the things that stays with you the most in regards to doing that, and all the great sites and the people that you shared them with.
Sure.
It is very interesting that in the heart of Landsberg, which is a 12th century city, traffic is all, the garages are underground.
Right.
And there is no vehicular traffic through Landsberg, so you just walk around.
That's nice.
And many, many interesting shops. And I asked Franz one day, I said, how can you do all this? And he said, the government, the state government, supplied the funding.
Wow.
And,
Yes, it's beautiful. There's a lovely fountain there. All of the buildings have flower boxes with cascading geraniums and flowers on it. So it is a charm. It's like a fairy tale.
It sounds like it. It really does. It really sounds beautiful and worth
And then
every...
you have the lek that is running right through there. So it is very nice.
That's wonderful. And I'm sure that when the folks from Landsberg come to Hudson, they are just as charmed and they're just as in awe of our city because we have such a beautiful city. And hosting on the other end is probably just as rewarding, I'm sure. Something that we should mention if folks are thinking about taking the trip and hearing about hosting families on the other end, you do not have to do both. You can take the trip, and if you're not comfortable hosting, that's not a requirement of taking the trip. So I want to mention that, and I want to thank you all for sharing your experiences with us. It's been a lot of fun to listen to. I'm excited about the trip. I think it sounds wonderful. Speaking of hosting families as they come to Hudson, I'd like to talk to Ingrid Brock next and get some insight as to what would be required if you're out there wondering what it would take or what would be required if you want to have a family from Landsberg in your home when they return to visit our town. Guten Tag, Ingrid.
Oh, guten Tag.
Why don't you tell our viewers how they can get involved with the Sister City Partnership if they're interested in hosting a family that's coming from Landsberg to Hudson?
All right. We had many people involved in the hosting during the last 15 years, 17 years of our city partnership, and the Landsbergers will be coming this year again at the end of August. They will be arriving the 26th, and they will be staying through September the 4th. And one great thing to get involved with the hosting, a host family itself, you have to be like people, and they will be staying, you will be opening our homes, and they will be staying there. And they will be there for breakfast. And during the week, there will be a full program planned, so you don't have to worry about lunch or anything. They will be back usually for dinner.
Okay.
And there is no problem with the German or the English. Most Germans know enough English to communicate.
Okay.
And so...
Will they be following an itinerary, as we talked about the trip to Landsberg, the other way around, same type of thing?
Yeah, we will be planning a full program here. So on the Monday, the 26th of August, they will be arriving with their chairman, Raimund Stolz, from Germany. Probably maybe between 30 or 35 Landsbergers will be coming here.
Okay.
And they will have a bus at their disposal, and they will be arriving by bus.
Okay.
And coming from Washington, D.C. They're flying from Munich to Washington, D.C. They stay there over the weekend, do some sightseeing, and then arrive here. And usually we will have the itinerary. They will arrive at the Barlow Community Center. All the host families will be there. They will pick them up, take them to their homes. We have a little willkommen party, get-together when they're here. And then during the week, there will be different trips planned. First, naturally, they will get to know Hudson. Then we will be having a bus trip into Cleveland, to Akron, down to the Amish country, and go to New Philadelphia, see the Trumpet and Land, go up to maybe to the Erie Islands and Sandusky. So there will be, during the week, they will be always on the go.
So they'll be very busy, and it sounds like a very rewarding experience, just as going on the trip, but actually having the folks into our homes and hosting them here.
And the same as we said, Landsberg is a very beautiful city to visit. They really do love Hudson, the Landsbergers, and think we are the most beautiful city in Ohio.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's right.
And they're right.
And we are a home away from home for them. I don't know if, I don't think they may show up or not. This was done in Landsberg. I don't know if this will show up. They had that done, the Landsbergers had this done.
They had a logo with
a logo, a
home away from home.
Yeah, there is our clock tower.
That is really, really nice. And like we said earlier, they probably do feel the same that we feel when we go over to visit Landsberg. That this is a very beautiful city, a very unique experience for them on this end. For our residents that want to get involved with this Sister City program, what a wonderful experience. From everything we've heard from you about hosting families, everything we heard from our panel earlier about taking the trip, there are so many ways to become involved, and again, this sounds like a life-changing, life experience that comes along every 3 years. Those that want more information on going on the trip, hosting a family from Landsberg, or both. You don't have to do both, but if you're interested in doing both, you certainly can do that. If you want more information, as Roland mentioned earlier, information is available at the library, Learned Owl, also through the Hudson Community Education and Recreation Office, Mike Fritz's office, or they can call you directly or Roland directly. Thank you so much, Ingrid. It was so nice to have you. And again, I'm sure our residents loved hearing about this end of the experience as well as the trip. Thank you for all your hard work. And again, Hudson, this sounds like something really worth doing. We're so fortunate to have a sister city, Landsberg, our official sister city. Hopefully you can participate in this year's trip. Thank you so much for watching.